Question that people ask is that, well, there's better vintage than others in the Bordeaux, which matters a lot because Bordeaux is influenced a lot by the ocean. So one year could be very wet, the other one could be very dry, and within 1 year the weather could change, and it's very sensitive, much more than California. So vintages matters. So a good vintage means the wine is going to be easier to make. The climate has been, the weather's been very generous, and therefore you can produce some very well balanced wine that can age through the years. So they're a great value to buy and to keep and to open up, 20 years from now, 10 years from now. Or to invest in. When you want a Bordeaux to drink tonight, you may want to also consider some older vintages because the wine is going to be more ready now. If you buy a 2006 than a 2010, if you want a great Bordeaux for Thanksgiving, just go for the 2010, but consider buying maybe a 2006, and you will see the difference. One has opened more, has a bigger bouquet than the first one. Of course, you can spend as little as $7.99 for something juicy you can drink every day that's gorgeous, and spend $200 or even more if you want, and there's a whole range. And I think the best buy are usually between, I would say $30 to $60. You get very good wine that you can drink now and also put aside. So that's the sweet spot. Make white wine. And the varietals are Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon. So the white Bordeaux are a lot softer than the Sauvignon Blanc made in New Zealand, or even the one made in France in the Loire Valley, the Sancerre. The Sauvignon Blanc and the Bordeaux are going to be softer, a little bit more flavors of peach and nectarine. But for $12.99, under $20, you get some very great values, and then you can also treat yourself with some other more prestigious white Bordeaux. Like this is one of the top ones for $60 a bottle, Chateau Carbonieux. It's gorgeous, and that can age also for 10 years easily. For Thanksgiving, white Bordeaux are great for that because they're going to just be refreshing. They're not heavy in oak at all. They're not like a Chardonnay, but they're not as crisp and citrusy as a regular Sauvignon Blanc. So here we have two examples of, actually this one is an example of Saint-Emilion Grand Cru, so that's a left bank. It's mostly Merlot, gorgeous. Chateau Panfleur it's a tight Bordeaux right now. It needs to open up before you drink it, if you plan on drinking for the Thanksgiving, and it will totally mellow out after a few years aging in the cellar. So I think my favorite, there's few in here that can actually be drank earlier than others. I would say Chateau Trois Moutons, the Chateau Ferrand, Chateau Lanessan are definitely some great one that you can drink more easily now than some others. This one has a very pronounced toast flavor. It's beautiful, pretty strong, pretty powerful. There's one that are more masculine than feminine. That's the term that we use. This one, I would say, it's more masculine because of this kind of power. People ask me, what do you pair the Bordeaux with? What's the best pairing? Well, cheese is definitely the ultimate food to pair with wine, no matter what. I mean, they can only enhance your wine. And the Bordeaux are strong enough that they can sustain some, even some Roquefort or some blue cheese. But I will stay with some, probably some goat cheese or some cheese from the Pyrenees. That's the Tête de Moine that we have here, and otherwise, what goes well with Bordeaux? It's a lot of charcuterie, so you can do your saucisson, your salami. You can go also with ham, smoked ham, or wild boar ham if you can find that. But also in terms of like an entree dish, definitely steaks and all meat will sustain a Bordeaux. The tannin will definitely help going along with the meat, the red meat. And what else? It's also a wine that you can, especially when you have all the vintage, you can very sip on its own. Really appreciate the bouquet. You have to smell it before you drink it. But Bordeaux are meant to be with food. They're definitely wine to be at the table. We're going to the turkey dinner. The good thing with Thanksgiving is you don't only have the turkey, you have a lot of dish that goes along with it. And that's the time you want to really treat yourself. And having a Bordeaux on the table is very exciting, and it will definitely go well with all the side dish that comes along with. I would say, bring like a Magnum on the table. It's very fun, and it's not much more money. It's just buying 2 bottles. So you have this, for instance, at $17.99. And you bring this Margaux, La Sirène de Giscourt. It's a gorgeous, mostly Cabernet Sauvignon in this bottle. So it pairs well with all kind of very dark meat, like a good meat that it pairs with is definitely dark. If you like dark, just treat yourself with a Bordeaux. All right.